Hi everyone, this is Iris from ileetarots. Welcome to another Pick a Pile reading. Today we are going to see something that's related to your career, especially for those of you who are thinking whether or not to stay or to leave your working place. Before we go into picking the piles, let me explain to you how this reading may work for you. And then I will also explain what this reading will cover. So based on my own personal experience when it comes to doing this sort of staying and going from your working place, what happens is sometimes the readings are not as direct as it should. You know, instead of saying yes you should leave, no you should stay, sometimes they can just tell you where the problem lies, and from there you decide for yourself whether or not you can overcome that obstacle, or if you say, okay, that is correct, I'm just gonna leave. Okay, I have because this is a general reading, please always practice discernment. Always listen to yourself, listen to your gut feeling, listen to your intuition. Your soul will know whether or not this reading is for you. Okay, so another thing I want to mention is that when it comes to this, when we go into each of the piles, I will always start with reading your current energies or what is really happening in your working environment. Okay, so you will know whether or not the reading will resonate with you. Okay, and if it doesn't, and if you feel like that's not how my working place is, or that's not how I work with my colleagues, and if you feel that way, then it's very likely not your reading, in which case you can always choose another pile, or it can just be as simple as that this reading may not be for you this time. Okay, it happens and it's okay. You can always try my other readings, or you can try other videos from other YouTube tarot readers. I hope that you will find what you're looking for. Okay, so what you can expect from this reading I have explained prior. I will just go into looking what's going on in your workplace, the energies that you are carrying into the workplace, and what's going on around your working place. I will also be looking into the environment, your colleagues if possible, and I also want to touch about what it is that you need to be aware about your working place, okay, that you may not know, that you may not realize. Okay, maybe most of you would know. Okay, and then after that I will be pulling cards on camera, because I want to see what's going on first, and then we will try to answer your question whether you should stay or you should not stay. Okay, afterwards I will be pulling some oracle cards for you, some guidance cards for you, just to give you some additional advice, so that the reading can be more wholesome and can give you more insights. All right, okay, so now we go into picking the piles. I have 3 piles for you. This is pile number 1, this is pile number 2, and this is pile number 3. Okay, so you can try to feel which pile is calling out to you. If you have problems doing that, you can always choose the crystals that I have prepared for you. So this is a rose quartz for pile number 1. For pile number 2, this is a druzy agate. For pile number 3, this is a labradorite. Okay, all right, you can pause this video if you need more time. And whenever you're ready, I will see you at the timestamps. Timestamps are in the description box below. Hello, pile number 1. So let's go straight into a reading. Hang on, let me put this guy here. All right, so 10 of Cups, King of Wands, Judgment. Let me put this guy here. Hermit, the Star, Page of Swords, Ace of Swords, the World. Okay, first thing I saw was that you're okay where you are. Okay, so I don't even know why you're in this video, but we will see what happens once I pull more cards. Second working environment. The Hermit, it brings a bit of a concern, but otherwise the Star is okay. I will pull some cards to see what this Hermit is about. And the third one, something is coming in, some sort of a news, some sort of revelation, some sort of communication coming in. We will see what that is later. That's going to bring some sort of an ending or some sort of like closing of a chapter or something. Okay, so let's see. I like that you have 10 of Cups. I like that you have the King of Wands is the Judgment. So what is this thing that you're trying to decide on? Okay, I don't understand why this reading will be for you. I don't see how this is more like whether or not you should stay, you should go, unless this is about you receiving offer from someone else and then you are wondering whether you should stay back in this working place of yours or if you should take the new offer. But let's see what happens. Otherwise, I think you're okay where you are. But perhaps you feel that, you know, if you're looking for 10 of Pentacles, which you do not have here, you're happy where you are, but perhaps you want to see, I want to do something more. Okay, then it would explain why it's here. All right, Judgment. So universe, why is Judgment here? Three of Swords. So what happened? Yep, it's exactly what I said. You want emotion, you want recognition, you want more money, you want a position that's high. You know, it's not just about being happy. You want a secured future, and it's something that you may not have in your current workplace. Okay, so why is the Hermit here? Okay, 5 of Pentacles. Tell me more. So you're not getting... I want to say that you're a bit tired of your supervisor, of your boss, or more like, to me, it just feels like you don't feel you're being recognized by the people that is of higher rank than you, or someone that... It's not that you have high respect to this person. Emperor is always, it always has a bit of a very harsh energy. Anything else you can tell me with the Hermit? Yeah, you have difficulty, very likely you have difficulty communicating or working with someone. And this person is pretty stubborn. If this person is not your supervisor or your boss, very likely very difficult to work with. It's more like they're stubborn. They don't want to listen to you or to your suggestions. So why is the Star here? So very likely this is kind of like, okay, I want to leave this place for better opportunities, and this person is making me feel it's difficult to stay back. But this is the anchor on what makes you want to stay back in that working place. So show me the Star, please. Okay, one more. I think, okay, so this, you are someone very likely who, I like you have the King of Wands. So you're someone who is very enthusiastic. You won't back down. Very likely you are one who can step up their game. And I just feel that with these cards here, you're someone who's very true to your principle, true to yourself, and even true to your project or whatever task it is that you're doing here. Okay, and you are able to show your leadership qualities Okay, so it doesn't have to be that this person is a supervisor. It can be that perhaps you both have maybe the same rank, just that this person is a bit more stubborn. And they may, I don't think they're a know-it-all. They may show you that they're a know-it-all, but maybe underneath not so much. Okay, so what is this Page of Swords and this Ace of Swords about? Okay, Hangman. So what is this revelation, or what is this thing that you wish it would come, but it has not come up yet? Five of Cups. Let me think, because I'm trying to see how this can relate to the main question, which is whether you should stay or not. I don't really feel that this is about some argument with a boss. It's not possible, you know, just because of that you want to leave this place, right? Unless you feel that you are being treated unfairly, which I don't see in these cards, to be really honest. So what is it that you need to be aware of? Okay, so sometimes it may, because you have 3 5s here. So you have 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands, and 5 of Cups. So if you realize, for those of you who don't know tarot, in tarot, the 5s are all difficult cards. 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands, 5 of Cups, and 5 of Swords. And they always give either a very lacking kind of energy. So it may be that you have communication, not miscommunication, it's just like war of the words with someone around your working place. And while you are happy, you're okay maybe with some of the colleagues, but there are some people who are just making it difficult. And like I said, you wish, you know, if I'm gonna do all this kind of work, I would rather, you know, I can do it, but I want to be paid equally to the amount that of effort I give it. Correct? I also think that to be really, really, really honest, I think you also have some sort of I want to say ego issue, but I don't think it's ego. It's more of like, because when you argue with someone, of course you have to defend yourself, and because of that, you could not see your mistake, and it's not like it's your fault. It's very likely both of you have could have done better, and you couldn't see your own mistake. Okay, in which case it is why the Page of Swords and the Ace of Swords is here, especially with the Hangman here, meaning to say that once you calm down, once you take some time to stop struggling and try to see your situation from a bigger picture, you realize actually that you have done some mistakes as well. Okay, and that is the lesson that you have to learn here. So I would say in this reading, this is about you having a difficult time with someone else, and because it's getting more difficult and you feel that you're not properly compensated, or you're not properly given that right amount of salary or wage or income, and you feel that, you know, should I stay back and suffer with this person, or should I just move away and go to a much better place? Okay, So now I'm thinking how to answer your question, which is whether or not you should stay. I'm thinking of pulling. Hang on. Yeah, I'm so sorry about that. I'm quite near the window, so okay, go, 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 go. Okay. So universe, to answer our viewers, should they stay or should they go? So what happens here is I'm going to pull one card to show me the prospect, should you stay, should you choose to stay, and one more card to show you the prospect of what's going to happen if you decided to leave this place. Okay? And this is what I actually do for my clients. So universe, should viewer number 1 stay in their working place, or should they go? Please show me the prospect. Should you stay or should you go? Okay, when it comes to this kind of readings, it's not about, I would say that you decide for yourself whether or not you want to stay or go, because it's still going to be the same for you. Meaning to say, if you stay, then things will remain the same. However, you will, I would say, be spiritually evolve. Because like I said, there's some part here, there's some lesson here that you have to learn. And very likely it is about how you see yourself, how you see the situation from a different perspective, from a wider angle, from, you know, bird's eye view. Meaning to say, it's just like how I am seeing your situation here. Okay, as much as, you know, we think that we are always on the correct side of life, meaning say, you know, you are wrong, I am right. But there are times where you have to look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, am I really that benevolent? Am I really that great? Am I really the good guy here? Okay, the reading is not like telling you, no, you shouldn't run away from whatever. It's more about how you grow spiritual, and you learn how to not just tackle or handle another person, but also about yourself. Okay, it's more about self-awareness. It is more about, yeah, it is more about self-awareness. And if you choose to leave, it's okay. It's good as well. Because if you're aiming for 10 of Pentacles, then yes, I would agree. Somewhere else can offer you a better place, but you will have to start learning again, because this card is the card of apprenticeship. Okay, and very likely if you were to leave, it would be something that's very different than what you're doing now. Okay, so, you know, sometimes readings like this can happen. It's like, okay, I give you one example of what happened with one of my clients' readings. So what happened was, this client of mine, she has 3 options of businesses she wants to do, she wants to run. So, you know, I told her, okay, I will just read into every prospect of every business, and then I will tell her which one is more suitable for her. And she asked me, what if all 3 businesses say yes? Does she have to run all the business and do them all at one go? And I told her, no, it's not like that. If all the cards show that if all the cards show positive prospects, It's not because you should run the business. It's because you, yourself, the person, is capable of doing anything you want. Okay? And for your case, it's not about whether or not you should leave so that you can be in a better place. It's because you are very capable, no matter where you go. So if you were to stay, you will evolve spiritually and you will see things in a different perspective. If you were to leave, it doesn't affect you anyway. Just that perhaps you just get better money, better income. And if you want to do that, it's fine, because you are very true to yourself. You're someone who is, I'm not going to take up this, I'm not going to take more of this thing. I don't need this negative energy. I'm leaving. And that's okay. So if this whole situation resonates with you, then it doesn't matter which way you go. In which case, you have to decide what is good for yourself. Okay? All right. So let me pull you some oracle cards. Okay, so this is from the Botanical Inspirations. It's raining right now, so it's a bit dark. I'll have to keep watch with the screen. Everything's okay. You can still see it. Okay. All right. Hang on. I don't take flip cards, so hang on. So universe, what other messages, what other advice do you have for pile number 1 people? So what messages from this deck do you have for pile number 1 people with regards to their career in the working place? Sweet pea, blissful pleasure. Follow your bliss and the universe will open doors where there were only walls. Okay, so this one I'm just going to put here. All right. So where is your bliss? For some of you, maybe 50% of you, your bliss is where, oh, I want to be someone more mature, more spiritually involved, then yes, you should stay. If you're someone who is the kind, I don't need this negative energy, I want to be somewhere where I have positive energy so that I can manifest more positive thing, because you know that's how manifestation works. And if that's the case, then go for it. Okay, follow where your bliss is. That's what the card is saying. All right. So this, sorry, I went quiet because I was trying to shuffle these cards. These are really huge cards and they're a bit difficult to shuffle. So this is actually from Wings of Wisdom by Alana Fairchild. So hang on. Okay, so universe, what messages do you have for viewer number 1? What messages from this deck do you have for viewer number 1? Okay. Ostrich. Grounded practical steps, fast progress. Okay. So you have an affirmation here. With practical steps, I make fast progress on my path. Okay, so let's see. Okay. Ground and connect to your body. As you connect to the earth and awaken awareness of your legs and feet, you will increase your power to be present and to protect yourself and your loved ones. Now is the time to deal with practical matters. Take steps in your physical life to manifest your dreams. Fast progress is indicated. Avoid unnecessary confrontation by allowing someone to let off some steam. If a situation arises where you need to stand up for yourself, do so firmly and without hesitation. Trust that you can handle any challenges in your life and come out a winner. So this actually applies to both sides, as you can see. So for one, yes, it is about moving away from negativity, moving away from very difficult energies. But it is also telling you that you have to be more true to yourself. You know, if this person is giving you a hard time, then all the more that you have to, you know, step up your game and say, hey, look, we need to solve this thing, okay? And you not cooperating with me is just making it difficult for the both of us, okay? To be honest, I think you're someone who will just say that to their face. So it's going to be very interesting. but I would like to I really hope this part resonates with you, because I think it's going to help you in many ways, and it's definitely going to, because once you're spiritually involved, once you are more aware of your own self, it's going to smoothen your journey. Let's just put it that way. Okay, I'm thinking, do you need any more oracle cards? Actually, I've only prepared these 2 for you, and I'm pretty sure it's very straightforward as it is already. So pile number 1, that is all I have for you. I really hope this resonates with you, and if it does, then I really hope that the advice, the insights that you get are useful to you. If you like this reading, please do give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends. If you feel that they need advice, need guidance like this, you can follow me on my Facebook page, my Instagram, and of course my YouTube channel for more tarot content. And I thank you so much for your time. I will see you next video. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. Let's go into your reading. So I'm going to put this druzy agate here. All right. So you have the Empress, the Strength, 10 of Pentacles. Wow. All right. The Hermit. Pile number 1 had the same exact position. 8 of Cups. So the Star, Knight of Pentacles, and 8 of Swords. Okay, wait, hang on. Okay, give me a few seconds. So give me a few seconds to understand the cards. First thing I see is that you have strong financial and abundance in where you are. But okay, the hiccup is the Strength card here, the Hermit here. You have the 8 of Cups, which usually shows me that you actually just want to leave this place. And it could be because of this Hermit. Maybe you feel lonely, maybe you feel depressed. I will look into this later. So you have what you need to be aware of. You have the Star, Knight of Pentacles, 8 of Swords. Straight up, I can tell you that you're not supposed to leave yet, and I will find out why. Because very likely it's more about how you feel about yourself. So 10 of Pentacles here would not just indicate that you have good money, but it's more about, you know, on the surface you dress well, you look well, you look good, you feel good, but underneath it's a different matter. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull some more cards for you. All right, so why is the Strength here? Are you always tired? Chariot. So always you're struggling to accept what your heart wants or what is the right thing for you. Tell me more. You're struggling with change. So tell me more. You are at a very comfortable place and the environment may not be working for you anymore. So let me check what this 8 of Cups is about. Can you just show me what this 8 of Cups is here? Judgment. What's this about? I want to see if you're receiving judgment from other people. Universe, can you tell me that? I think you're being too harsh on yourself. It's not about other people. It's more about you trying to let go of what what you think other people say about you or think about you. I mean, it can be straight up, you know, someone telling you and all that, but I feel it's more about how you feel about yourself. All your cards show me it's more about how you feel about yourself. But let me double check with this Hermit here. Can you show me Hermit? Why is the Hermit here? King of Cups. Can you tell me more? I'm just trying to deduce if this is actually a person around you or if this is more to yourself, because right here I can see this is more about yourself. Right here with the King of Cups, it does indicate that it is about someone else who, you know, what's the importance of this person if this is someone else, universe? Emperor. So this is your boss. So why do you feel so what does this, what's the link between your boss and you when it comes to, or someone that is of higher position than you? What is the link with this Hermit then? What's the link about? Six of Wands. Okay, I think your reading is about like this. You are in a good place, in a good position, and somehow you feel that you are not there yet, or more like you want to stay where you are. Okay, wait, that's a bit confusing, right? Okay, wait, hang on. You are okay where you are. You are safe, your money is good, you are abundant, but you suffer from lack of confidence, insecurity. You judge yourself too much, but at the same time you are aware of it, so you're trying to let that go. I think you have a bit of resentment towards someone in your working place, and it's not like resentment is a strong word. Let me think. I feel you cannot live up to this Emperor's expectation, and it's getting to you. And with the star here is telling you that you are being too harsh on yourself. You need to be kinder to yourself, because you're not lacking anything. You very likely are good at what you do. You're a bit soft on your side. Okay, whoever this Emperor is, you are the Empress, meaning to say you have this synergy between you both. Maybe in the working place, okay, just in the working place. When it comes to running businesses, when it comes to working, of course the Emperor does a better job. Empress is, yes, they can lead. They are the leader. They are someone who not just leads. They are someone who is compassionate as compared to the Emperor. And they are also someone who nurtures people around them. So depending on your situation, this can help you in your work. So let's say if you are into hospitality, if you are into HR, if you're into anything that is working with, I would say, in services, then Empress will do very, very well. But let's say if it talks about skilled work, like factory, production, manufacturing, then the Emperor would be more appropriate and more suitable. Okay? And I think you lack that energy, because there's something about you that you feel you're not good enough. And it's just you. This is just because it is because of your character, your personality, your behavior. It is you, and there's nothing wrong with that. Okay? Nine of Pentacles here is saying, is straight up telling me to tell you that you don't have to leave this place yet. And going back to the main question on whether or not you should stay or go, I don't see how this is connected on why would you leave. You are doing great. You are already at a comfortable stage. Why would you want to leave? Is it because you have feelings for this person and therefore it's going to bring a lot of conflict, it's going to bring a lot of problems? Or if it's about you not being able to handle the stress and the pressure that you are getting from this emperor. Sometimes it's like this. It's like, I have to be the best person because my boss sees me as that way. So I have to live up to the expectation. I do not want to disappoint him. And in the end, I will disappoint myself for disappointing him or her. Okay? This reading just wants me to show you, to tell you to be aware of your character and how you can fit yourself in your working place. Let me double check with this Knight of Pentacles here. So tell me more about Knight of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune, yes. If you're thinking of leaving, now is not the right time. It will eventually come, but not now. Okay, this is straight up. This is what I see, in the initial reading. In pile 1, I pulled one card to the future prospect if you were to stay in this working place, and another card for if you should leave this place. Okay, so for those of you who are still contemplating on whether or not you should leave this place, if this is not convincing enough for you, and it may not be, but we'll see what happens. So in this, should viewer number 2 show me what happens, or what's the prospect if viewer number 2 stays in this working place, and what is the prospect if they were to leave. Okay, it doesn't really tell you if you should go, if you should stay, or if you should go. It's more like telling you, it's totally up to you. If you were to leave, okay, never mind, let's start with this first. If you were to stay, then honestly, nothing happens. It's still the same, because the problem is not the working place. The problem is how you see yourself. Okay, and as a reader, how I see this, I cannot find any reason on why you should leave. And it's more about how you want to build yourself as the emperor. Okay, so once, if you choose to stay, nothing happens. But when you stop struggling, when you stop struggling with yourself, stop trying to be someone you're not, then you are going to see, it's going to be smoother, things are going to be easier. Don't give yourself so much stress, so much expectation. All right, it's kind of like asking you to swim against the water currents. Okay, and if you should leave, well, from here I can only see that if you leave, then you're just going to pursue something that's more towards what you really want to do, as in when it comes to passion. So it means that you may want to do something related to your hobby, to your interest, or some sort of creative work, something that's really close to your heart, right? Okay, so let me see what we have here for you from the Botanical Inspirations. Universe, what advice do you have for viewer number 2 when it comes to their reading, what message you have for them. Garden heliotrope. Devotion and dreams fulfilled. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Okay, so this is more about being true to yourself. So maybe you are at this stage where, okay, I've got the money. Should I leave? Should I leave for my dream? Okay, if this, when I mentioned about, you know, you are going to do something that you want to pursue, like a hobby, interest, and all that, then yes, this would be definitely be your reading. Okay, but remember I said not now. Okay, simply because it's very simple. This reading is very simple. You're not, and this is just based on this reading, okay? Please understand this is a general reading, okay? If you want to leave, it's totally up to you. If you don't, it's okay. If you don't, it's okay. It's the same thing, isn't it? Whether or not you want to leave is up to you. I'm just laying everything out for you, okay? Even if you were to leave this place, if you carry this thing along with you, it's still going to be quite a difficult journey. In other words, until you learn to accept your true self, accept who you are, and, you know, don't be so harsh on yourself. Don't give yourself so many doubts. Okay, once you settle this part, and you know, once you decide to leave, it's gonna be a much smoother energy for you. And you're almost there, because you're already the Empress here. You're one energy left from being the Emperor. Once you can settle all these things here, then you're ready to leave. And it will explain why, if you choose to say, nothing will change, but you can only leave once you get this revelation. Okay? All right. So now, another card for you. All right. So this is from Wings of Wisdom. This is by Alana Fairchild. And these are very, very long cards. So it's a bit difficult to shuffle. In pile 1, I actually took the time to shuffle. I was quiet. Okay, hang on. So, universe, what messages do you have for pile number 2 people? So, what advice do you have for them here? Okay. Pile number 2 people. What advice do you have for them here? Okay, we have Ladybird. Okay, luck, blessings, safety. You have an affirmation here. Happiness arises from within my heart and sets me free. Okay, all right. There is no need to fear. Something you feared was going to happen will not take place. A challenge will reveal itself as a hidden blessing. You are freed from a trouble, and although you may not realize it now, you will soon be entering a more graceful, happy time in your life. Ladybird is an omen of better times and good luck ahead. Do not overwhelm yourself with expectations of difficulty or disaster. Let the past be the past. It is time for your heart to be happy and free. Okay? So again, it's all about you learning to accept your capabilities, your efforts, your talent, your gift. Okay? And once you can accept yourself, who you really, really are, then you can leave. Okay? All right. I think this reading, I hope this reading was very straightforward for you. So that's all I have for you. Pile number 2, I really hope that this reading resonates with you. And if it does, I really hope that you get something out from the advice, from the insights. If you like this reading, do give it a thumbs up and share with your friends. You can always follow me on my Facebook page, my Instagram, and of course my YouTube channel for more tarot content. And that is all I have for you. Thank you so much for your time. I will see you next video. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. Let's go into a reading. I'm gonna put this boy here. Girl, boy, Labrador, right? Okay. 10 of Swords. Hang on. Page of Pentacles. 3 of Swords, yeah. Alright. So your environment, Chariot, the Empress. Okay, I can see where your struggle is coming from. So what you need to be aware of, 3 of Pentacles, the Fool, and King of Pentacles. Okay. A couple of many things I can see from this 8 cards. Number 1, of course, very evident, 10 of Swords, 3 of Swords. You're not happy where you are. You're good where you are, but there's so much struggle, and I can tell where your struggle comes from. It's because very likely you are like either you're an apprentice, or you're someone that is difficult to show your talent, or more like because other people are better than you. And I can see from the environment itself that your work, there's nothing wrong with your working place. It's just that maybe you have a hard time trying to keep up with other people, and this is the struggle that you feel that you're suffering in, because you have 10 of Swords, 3 of Swords. Very difficult energy. Your environment has Chariot, Empress. It's kind of like, how do I do this? Okay, your energy is here, but other people's energies are here, like they're higher than you, and it may feel very, hang on, sorry, I'm so sorry. Okay, I think you can see that better. Yeah, because these cards are white, so it's a bit difficult. Anyway, so because of this the gap of energy between you and the other people, you feel you're not good enough. Actually, I don't think you feel you're not good enough. It's just that you feel it's so hard to be at their stage, at their level. But I want to tell you, don't give up. All right, whatever it is, don't give up. In this reading, just these 8 cards alone, I can already tell you, don't give up, stay back, try to work harder. Why? Simply because you have the 3 of Pentacles here, which talks about, push yourself to work with all these other people. Yes, it's difficult, but you may also be learning a lot of things from them. Okay, and there is one particular person who's gonna help you, who is helpful, who is the kind that you can definitely see this person as your mentor, because you have the same suit. You both are Pentacles here. You are the Page, where you're still learning, you're still picking up things. It doesn't matter if you've been working there for 10 years, 11 years. It's just that sometimes people just have they're more mature, or perhaps they have worked in different industries. They have dealt with different kinds of people. Working is such a broad, how to explain this? There's so many things to learn. Okay, right? When you're in the working world, not only do you need to learn skills in the industry and the market and the supplies and everything, it is also about learning how to micromanage things and people, your colleagues, and even knowing how to tackle or handle your supervisors or boss. Learning, getting to know their personalities, their behaviors, and all that. And this person can help you. There is one person that can help you. All right, and you are at this stage where it's a learning point for you. Yeah, I know it's very difficult with this 10 of Swords and 3 of Swords, and it's so easy for me, to tell you, oh, just hanging there, and meanwhile you're like, I can't, I'm suffering, and you're crying and everything. And it's not like I'm laughing at you because you're crying, but I have done so many of these kinds of personal readings, and again, I'm so sorry. I don't know what I don't know why I did that. I'm so sorry. That was very insensitive of me. Okay, and I know that it's very difficult. And it's so easy for me to tell you, just stay back and learn. But this is why we are doing this kind of reading. It is for me to tell you that you are doing great, that you can learn a lot of things, so long as you believe in yourself. And sometimes the advice is as simple as that. It's as simple as believing in yourself and pushing yourself further. And you will be able to see your goals and learn a lot. Right? Alright, so I'm going to pull you some more cards so that I can further convince you to stay back. Because based on this reading is telling you to stay back. If you're unaware, there is one person that can help you. So I can also help you find out more about this person so that you can recognize who this person is. If you need any help, you can always look out for this King of Pentacles, okay? Alright, so I'm just thinking where I should tackle first. Should I tackle... Okay, let's talk about this environment first. Okay, so show me the Chariot. Show me more of the Chariot. Two of Wands. One more. Six of Wands. I think it's a very... Your environment should be... There's nothing certain. And schedules and people can change anytime. And I think that's what's getting you. So it was so difficult for you to, like, let's say, for example, today you're supposed to settle 10 tasks. But suddenly someone is absent and it's so difficult for you to even finish at least 5. So it gave you a lot of stress. And because you're still a page, you're still learning, you're still being an apprentice, you cannot keep up with the workload, okay? Okay, so anything else with the Chariot? Seven of Swords. So, okay, I'll be very honest. There's some very unscrupulous, not very, I would say there are just some sneaky people in your working environment, and that's what makes it a bit difficult for you. So universe, what advice do you have for our viewers when it comes to this Seven of Swords? Hang on. Ace of Wands. Just carry forward. It's the only thing you can do. Okay? Alright, so Empress. So universe, tell me more about the Empress. Five of Wands. I kind of have this feeling that there is someone that's making it difficult for you. It was the Empress, because the Empress does have this they do carry this energy where they are more pampered and they don't feel and they feel they are the kind who don't deserve to, who don't need to do a lot of work. You know, the kind of princess kind of person. Okay, one more. So there is someone that's giving you a hard time, right? I mean, it's not just one person. So are they bullying you? Show me please. Are they bullying view number 3? Yeah, sort of. So it's like you're like the person who has to do all the work while they sit back because they have been in the office for a long time, so they feel that, oh, it's time for me to sit back and relax and let the younger people do all the work because they have the energy, la 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 la. Okay, so tell me about this Fool. The Star. One more. I really think this person can really help you a lot of things. Okay, the Sword. So this reading is just saying that yes, there are people, difficult people in your working environment, in your career, and they are nasty, but there is someone that you can learn a lot from. Okay, so focus on that person. Okay, so let me find out who this person is. So universe, tell me more about the King of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune. Tell me more. Seven of Wands. Okay, here's the thing. Very likely this person is not in your circle yet, which is probably why it would explain why the Ten of Swords and the Three of Swords is here. Okay, yes, there is a mentor for you, but it's not here yet, but they will come in very soon. Okay, if you can hang in there, that would be great. All right, so until that time comes, universe, what is your advice for pile number 3 people? Two of Cups. With them? Really? Okay. Okay, how about this? Let's do this. So universe, what is your advice for this Empress here? The person that's like being a princess and all that. What is your advice for them? Strength, just hanging there. What about the Chariot? Advice for Chariot. 4 of Swords. Okay. So whoever's the sneaky person, just try to ignore them. Do pile number 3 people need to finish their workload? Page of Wands. And you can. I mean, you should actually. I know it's not fair, but take it as a learning stage for you. It's going to look good in your resume, and you're going to learn a lot of things. With the Three of Pentacles, it's more about, you know, it's kind of like asking yourself to swallow your pride. To be honest, the reading's kind of saying, swallow your pride. The initial stages are always the hardest, okay? And you have to hang in there. This card does talk about collaboration, and yes, there are really a lot of very, very nasty people around you, and you're not happy in your working place, but you are learning. So you really have to see where your priority lies. If you are prioritizing your, not to say I mean, it's so easy for me to say prioritizing your happiness over your work, but I know now it's a difficult time for everyone since it's, you know, pandemic, and there's not a lot that we can do right now, and a lot of people have lost their jobs. So this is the kind of sacrifice that we have to do in order to make sure that at least we still have income for the future, and we can feed our family and all that. So try to persevere, all right? The Fool, the Star, 2 of Swords. Try to be as happy-go-lucky as you can, as carefree as you can. Mean to say, you don't have to focus on the negative. You don't have to let them affect you. There are certain things where you can just close one eye. I'm not sure if Western audience can understand this. When we say close one eye, it means, you know, just pretend not to see certain things so that it's just so that it makes our life easier or more bearable. Okay? Anything else you can tell pile number 3 people? Universe, Spirit, Source, God. Anything else you want to tell them? There has to be more, right? Page of Cups, Page of Swords, 10 of Pentacles. You have a lot of pages here. You are definitely someone who still has a lot to learn. You are definitely like the student. You're either like just like gone into a new working environment, or you are very young, you know, you just came out, you just graduated, so you have this culture shock of how the working world really works. So you still have a lot to learn. Okay, and you know, you realize, oh my gosh, I did not think that I have to learn to do all this. I did not think I have to micromanage people. Yeah, that's the real working world. And 10 of Pentacles. So why is the 10 of Pentacles here? I think it's more about you having to plan where your 10 of Pentacles is. It's not just about your work. King of Cups, and learning how to be the King of Cups here too. So you have King of Pentacles, King of Cups. A very nice grounded energy when it comes to working world. I feel it's more about you having to learn to not let these people get to you. Yeah, they're difficult, yes. And so are you, the reading is not telling me to tell you to run away from these people. It's more about you, you know, eventually you will meet this kind of people. It's how you have to learn to overcome them, or to go about their behavior, to try to tackle it from a situation. If you can avoid, okay, go ahead, you can try to avoid. But eventually, you know, you have long lifespan, right? Eventually you will meet this kind of people. That's how the real working world is. Okay? It's not like every office, every working place is going to hire the good people, the nice people, right? Eventually you will meet this kind of people. So, like I said, the King of Pentacles is not here yet, but they will come in soon. Anything else you can tell pile number 3 people about King of Pentacles universe? Ace of Pentacles. Will they, is this how long they're going to come in? Okay. I'm thinking if I should pull more cards to see if there's any more message for you. Otherwise, we're just going to go straight into asking the question. Because for pile number 1, pile number 2, what I did was I pulled one card to see if you should stay and another card to see if you should go. So, okay, so in this reading alone, it already tells you that you should stay and try to work and become, you know, just learning how to go about this working place, all right? But if you cannot stand it because you have the 10 of Swords, you have the 3 of Swords, yes, they are very, very difficult energies, and I would understand why you would leave, okay? All right. So I'm just gonna pull one card for the future prospect if you were to stay back, and one more card if you should go. One more card if you, what happens if you leave, yeah? Okay. Happens. Okay, so these 2 cards alone. Okay, let me keep this because it's too wide. Like you can't see. I know you can't see from the camera. So let me push this aside first. Okay, so this one is if you should stay, you should go. Straight up, this is saying that you should stay. Okay, Hierophant is about structure, is about order, but to me it has always come up as a divine order, meaning to say there are, you know, your journey is here and you're supposed to go to here. So there are certain steps, certain orders, certain process that you have to go in order to get from here to here. Okay, and it is, in a way you can say it's preordained. All right, for you to grow from here to here, you have to go through certain steps. So maybe if here you have to settle the Chariot, here you have to settle the Empress, and then finally your King of Pentacles comes in, and that's where you suddenly grow exponentially to become the King of Cups or the King of Pentacles. Okay, if you were to leave, all right, then you will only suffer with a lot of what's the word, unfinished business, or this baggage you're carrying because of how they treat you, because of how they bully you, because of how they take advantage of you, like for the 7 of Swords here. So you will carry all this hurt, all this trauma without trying to solve it. And this is what happens when we don't solve a problem, you know, and you carry it into the future. Eventually it will play out in our minds subconsciously, whether you realize it or not. It will play out subconsciously, and it will affect how our behavior will be then. Okay, so it's kind of like you will carry a baggage into your future, be it in your career, in your love life, in your family. Okay, so this is just something that you have to learn. Maybe you're up for it now, maybe you're not up for it, and it's okay. All right, I'm just telling you based on what this reading is showing me. All right, and you are your own person. You decide for yourself whether or not you're ready to take on this challenge, or if you're not ready. And if you're not, I would understand, and it's okay. All right, okay, so now we go into the advice. Okay, so, okay, camera died on me. All right, so this is from the Botanical Inspirations. So universe, what advice do you have for pile number 3 when it comes to their reading? Honeysuckle. Domestic happiness and devoted affection. I will wind thee in my arms, so doth the wind bind. I'm so sorry, I cannot read. The honeysuckle gently and twist. Of William Shakespeare. Okay, right, hang on. Let me read from this book to see what this is about, because I can't remember. Okay, inspirational message. Bring your best self to the relationships that are closest to your heart. Even the well-established bonds of affection still need mindful tending to thrive. Thoughtfulness, support, and kind words go a long way toward maintaining a happy home life. So this, you can definitely apply this into your working place. I mean, that would explain why the Three of Pentacles here. You can, it's more about you having to micromanage the people around you. Okay. All right. And eventually, once that the King of Pentacles is here, and okay, I kind of forgot to mention how the King of Pentacles is can be like. So how would you know if the King of Pentacles is around you? Is that this person, they are very knowledgeable and very likely someone who has a lot of experience. I would say they are careful. They are not quick to make decisions, but once they make the decision, they will go all out on it. They will not, flip-flop. They will not change their mind suddenly. And yes, very likely this person will share a lot of advice to you if you are willing to ask. Okay, they can be a bit slow, I would say that. So if they're a bit slow in replying or in giving you advice, don't take offense. It's because that's their character. Okay. And also because they're the kinds who does not want to give the wrong advice. Okay, and if they don't want to give the advice, it's okay. You can always try to emulate them and try to see what they're doing, and you can more or less pick up on their qualities and their behaviors just by watching them. I would also say, in that King of Pentacles, I like this card here saying, okay, hang on. Okay, so I like this King of Pentacles has this a bunch of flowers coming up from their chest. So to me, this card is saying that this person is they have a very giving kind of nature. If you were to ask, very likely they will give, but maybe a bit slow. Like I said, don't take offense to it. Okay. And yes, like the owl, this person is very wise. Okay? Alright. Alright. Okay, so now I'm going to pull one card from the Wings of Wisdom. This is from Alana Fairchild. Okay, universe. So, one card from Wings of Wisdom. What messages or what advice? What messages do you have for pile number 3 people? It's a bit difficult to shuffle, as you can see how long they are. Okay. Goose. Higher goals, delegation, soul tribe. Okay. Okay, so you have an affirmation here. I am supported and empowered to attain my highest destiny for the greatest good of all. Okay, so I like that there's a soul tribe here. Let me see if it's mentioned here. Let go of relationships with people who are selfish and draining, and seek out respectful, loving connections with those who recognize your value and want to give as well as receive. Give up hyper independence and learn to let yourself be helped. Okay, so this is talking about your King of Pentacles. Okay, this will benefit you and others, as trying to do everything on your own doesn't help anyone. Trust that your biggest and boldest visions can be accomplished. Ask for divine assistance, keep your intentions clear and focused, and open your heart to receive all the support you need to fulfill your destiny for the greatest good. Okay, so in other words, this is about micromanaging other people. Okay, so if I were to compare you know, the ones on the side. You have one Chariot, you have one Empress here. Empress, yes, they may be a bit lazy, okay? But I think if you were to get on their good side, there's someone who can still, you know, care for you as a person, just maybe not as a co-worker. You know, some people, they can be good father but bad husband, or, you know, like a great wife but bad mother, that kind of dynamic. All right. And whereas the other one, the Chariot, they're more sneaky. I'm not sure, maybe there's one, maybe there's a group. Just avoid them, okay? And one thing's for sure, try to work with this King of Pentacles. It may be that they have not appeared yet, or this person is around you, but, you know, you have not approached them. All right? In which case, if you're unsure who this person is, you can always say a little prayer before sleep. Say, just ask for universe, can you please show me who this mentor is, who this King of Pentacles is. I would really appreciate it if you can help me this, give me a help, give me a boost. And thank you so much for listening to my prayer. And then you just go sleep, wake up, don't harp on the manifestation, don't think about it, just let it come. It may come to you the very next day, or it may come to you maybe 2-3 days where you just realize, oh my gosh, this person is my King of Pentacles. And, you know, just pull from there, okay? All right. So, pile number 3, that's all I have for you. I really hope this reading resonates, and if it does, I really hope that you get something out from this reading. You get, I hope the advice and the insights can help you. If you like this reading, please do give it a thumbs up. Do share with your friends if you feel it can help them. You can always follow me on my Facebook page, my Instagram, and even on my YouTube channel if you would like to see more of my tarot content. And thank you so much for your time. I will see you next video. Bye.